in their faces. 6 tangos. Different builds. Yeah, he gets Reality Rift. Armor reduction is -3, 6 from Lil Shredder, and 2 from Blightstone, so that's -11. Quick math.
Some good quick maths. I wonder if he'll, because what is it, like 1-1-1 for Snapfire and then more so into the Lil Shredder. I wonder what he'll take second, because I could see it being...
I can see it being Cookie
and having the lockdown,
able
right?
to get away from Spirit Siphon potentially. Just break the distance.
You can maybe have Cookie into Lil Shredder with Chaos Bolt and Reality Rip, the minus armor, the lockdown, maybe stun lock someone. It's a safe thing, Death Prophet, which I kind of looked at the lineup from Elephant. I wasn't entirely impressed. There's a couple teams in China that have kind of almost, I would say, forgone a carry or a real typical carry that we've been seeing.
Yeah, not your usual Agi type of a carry hero that scales well, you know, but DP in the late game is super strong, percentage based. The damage always gonna be good. Exorcism, her talents are real nice. Now he puts another point in Spirit Siphon. I don't think they can get a kill on Eurus unless they like force him to use 2 Spirit Siphons potentially, and then go again next. Or where's Ogre at? My boy Ogre is just chilling in a triangle.
Doing his thing, picking up a bounty rune. Looking like a starboard first with that Arcana. Yeah, getting hit up pretty hard. He's taking a lot of damage, gets ink swelled, running away from that Aphonic shield that pops right on top of him. Back up towards top, Spirit Siphon. Eurus trying to survive. That Little Shredder doing a decent amount of damage. They've got the stun in from Red Panda. Just don't have what it takes to get that kill at the moment.
Yeah, and now they need to reset another healing salve, use the next success, and now they can start playing more aggressively on that Prophet, because that Prophet does not have too much armor. Eurus understands where the damage is gonna come from, so buys another Ring of Protection. Red Panda dropping low.
Yeah, he's gonna die. Thorax getting first blood, and you know, Red Panda, we always talk about him, how he's about Ogre, how you can just run at these heroes, but with the minus armor, it's not so easy to just be Ogre.
Ogre is a very special young man, but maybe a bit too special playing into all this minus armor. I just love Ogre, man. Ogre has the funniest voice lines. Whoever thought of the concept of this hero is also pretty genius.
You have a favorite Ogre voice line?
I don't know.
I definitely play Ogre, and when I play Ogre, I'm always just saying, "How do legs this toy?"
Oh, that one's fine. Let's go north. No, south.
Stunlock here onto Eurus. He gets that Spirit Siphon out. You see the minus armor again, and the stuns just doing so much.
They will need some extra mana in this lane, because both of the heroes spend quite a lot. I would not mind seeing Borax picking up Ring of Fancy. Not something that he does, but a lot of value from the item.
Reality Rift in the Little Shredder again. They've got the minus armor.
11.
Yeah, on Red Panda, he's just dead. Doesn't have any arm to work with.
This time around, he's going for Urn of Shadows on Snapfire. I guess he wants to upgrade that to Spirit Vessel later on against the Dragon Knight, against that Prophet. Gonna be good. Tanky hero like a Doom on top of it. But White Album, not level 6 yet. Like, ideally, you would want to be level 6 if you're low enough to go back to base. Then you can gank the side lane with the coil. We can already see Lanham running towards the mid lane to collect some of the XP. Meanwhile, he's also gonna stack. Just the straight up efficiency coming on from Team Aster at the moment. Let's see where he decides to go. Gotta be back to mid because he's not level 6 yet, and the heroes are not showing on the side lane, so potentially could lose quite a lot if he decides to TP to a side lane, gets nothing done.
So it should be level 6 in just a moment. The thing that worries me for Elephant too is, like, given White Album probably one of his best heroes throughout the seasons, he's looked very good on this puck.
It's still not a good matchup. Puck doesn't really do too much against the Dragon Knight. Can't kill him. They need to bring an extra. They need 3 heroes to be able to deal with the Dragon Knight, because he comes online really fast, builds into all these small tanky items, Magic Wand, Soul Ring, Bracer going into Power Treads. So that album is level 6 now. Let's see if he decides to try to make a rotation on the side lane with potentially a rune. Has no TP. This is something that a lot of the players are not getting used to. They don't want to invest 100 gold into a TP, then you use it to go back to the lane. If you didn't die, not gonna have it ready. So point of this story is sometimes it's good to die early on just to have an extra TP, I guess. Not sure what I was trying to say.
Sometimes, okay. Just not thinking about that one. I'm isolating that one line. The sometimes it's good to die. Yeah. So 1K lead right now for Elephant. Their lanes have gone well, other than Red Panda. You know, you still have Eurus. He's 35 and 8. It's not amazing compared to the Wraith King, but it's gone well enough where they have themselves a little bit of a lead. You've got DK mid. Somnus is at a good time. We've seen DK kind of try to be a carry for a couple teams, and it's fallen short. And where can it excel here with this lineup? As Dream Coil gets used top,
another one on Red
he's
Panda.
dead.
3 deaths so far from him. To go back to the DK talk, in this game, it's gonna come down to initiation. If they get a good jump, possibly with the double Dragon Tail, double Doom, they have an advantage. But the late game potential, I feel Aster has a much better one. Lamb, wrong side of the map, buddy. Gonna drop.
Somnus will get a kill there. So support's just dying around the map. It's 3-1 and all support deaths. They've got 3 heroes coming mid, and they're trying to take this tier 1 tower. Put the exorcism over onto this mid tower. They don't have any points in Bloodlust just yet.
Lanham TP's mid, refills the bottle, puts shield and White Album straight away, which will delay the push. They also have Borak, who is level 5.5. Still gonna be hard to defend.
Inkswell looking over at Lanham. That'll pop so with the Aphotic Shield. Red Panda getting a little bit low. These heroes are close together. You need to be careful. Dream Coil's up in just 10 seconds. Wraithfire Blast thrown over onto FY. They've got one right click that brings them down to about half health. There's a Reality Rift. It looks like they're just gonna leave the Grimstroke to die here. Claim his bones, and then they've got themselves another stun. It's the Chaos Bolt for 1 second, and the follow-up damage coming in from White Album to get the kill on the Ogre. They've taken out both supports on Elephant. They didn't even lose the tier 1 mid.
5-man rotation, they understand the importance of holding a tier 1 tower, especially against the 2 heroes who can take it very quickly. Dead Prophet and Dragon Knight, so they move around with multiple heroes. Lanham dies again, doesn't matter too much, and now they're spread around. Oh, that would be a big kill. If they connect with the Cookie, get a kill on Doom, delay his Hand of Midas, he will have Hand of Midas in 10 gold. Right now, sitting at top of net worth, same goes with DK. Twice, stealing some creeps there. Possessed Mask found. It's an okay item on Dragon Knight.
Trying to move forward, trying to find
What about
some space for his team, maybe?
if he changes his nickname Dead Panda? Because right now he's 0 and 5, dies every 2 minutes.
Yeah, just about. You know? Dead Panda. There's Always Wanna Die. Highlight Die. Die.
Yeah.
Inkswell popping on to Lamb. His name doesn't exactly fit the die name meta.
He has bad in his name. Like, he's not called good on. He's called bad on. And Dragon Knight snaps the coil.
I think at the end. That's a little bit of damage that they needed to get that kill. They had control, and they'll finish him off. Seemed like it was at the end of the coil, and I just thought maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself. He was close to the blink dagger too.
He was, and now it's delayed. Still, Doom not popped at all. One of the reasons why they picked this Wraith King. He doesn't care about the Doom. It was always considered a counter to Doom and Faithless Void. That the first life not really influenced. Puck struggling, sitting at the middle of the pack. Same network that's offlane CK. They need to get him some farm, possibly some stacks, the easy stacks that he can clear. XXS, Power Treads going into Armlet, no Hand of Midas. It would be a bit too greedy this time around, I would say, where Hand of Midas is built on Wraith King. And now Yang looking for an opportunity.
Just using that Doom out onto the Snapfire, they'll go after XXS. I thought maybe that they'd wait for FY. Did have himself the Soulbind, but they didn't wait. Got the Chaos Bull and the Wraithfire Blast, the lockdown in. Now the Soulbind comes out with the Phantom's Embrace. They get the kill on XXS. They're looking at Yang to try and get this one. The Phantom's Embrace silence has scared them off. Yang's gonna survive this. Reincarnation goes off. They get the kill on Aladdin, and now they're gonna be around him for the second light. There's the silence coming in. Inkswell, they won't catch up to him as they'll use a defensive Dream Coil to keep this Wraith King alive longer.
At least Borak survives, but maybe not for long right now, just hiding inside the trees. Somnus with a Blink Dagger will be able to find him. So there's gonna be another one, plus a where Team Aster, they just don't have enough damage right now to kill the Dragon Knight if they're a group around him. You have 3 tanky cores. That's probably hard to take down. Has the Yule Scepter to dispel the silence, buy a bit more time, and they need to play for Radiant style rating. Potentially get a pick off here and there. They also need kisses to take the fight, because this is where the most damage is going to come from.
Yeah, and that's why the Doom went out onto the staff, right? To make sure that they didn't have kisses on that fight.
Yeah.
Because I was a little surprised. They waited to fight until FY was 6 and then just single Doom, but they still want to fight regardless. And Grimstroke doing that thing that Grimstrokes like to do at times.
It's a great
straight
portrait against Wraith King. Definitely one of the better ones, because he also builds into aura items. Wants to get that AC later on. Just one of those feels good. Cast range could be a bit tricky when you don't have Ether Lens. But yeah, you have beefy front line, so at least that's good, you know. Create a lot of chaos, and then you can get closer.
He's waiting for that 17-minute mark. Hopefully rolling the dice. Feel it, you know? That's what all supporters do anyway, but when you're trying to rush Nags, man, you're rooting for it that much more.
Definitely want to get that sweet fillet. Extra gold whenever you play Grimstroke.
I'm still wondering why it's fillet and not filo.
You don't doubt it. It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. It's alright, yeah, sure.
No need to go into details. CK on the top lane, about to finish his armlet.
Seems like his progression's been a little bit slower, but he hasn't gotten into that Midas, which I think, anyway, came after the armlet on this CK.
In the previous
series, yeah.
Doom this time around, sitting on top of the network, finishing Hand of Midas. Devour maxed out, going at the BKB, the most farm hero on the map. We've seen what Dooms can do in the late game, like having ability to double Doom, like you get Blink, BKB, Shiva's Guard. This should be your items because it just feels natural into Refresher. Shiva's Guard helps you out with the attack speed, providing vision for potentially using the Doom that you want to find. Eurus, nice dodge with that illusion.
Soulbind comes in, but it's only connecting Latin to Latinum. So Latinum kind of not doing anything. No, just back away from that fight. They do disengage. They almost have the BKB on Yang. They'd really like to put that up.
It's gonna be hard to fight for Aster when the BKBs are up. Everyone's just getting a BKB right now. I like the itemization, understanding where the damage comes from Coil.
Yeah, Red Panda broke the smoke, so they went after him.
Exactly what needs to be done. As Ogre, I don't think he minds taking the game for the team.
what he needs to do to recover is just go straight lines.
Oh, 1 HP
They
tower.
clip the tower, keep it alive. They get the kill on the Borax. They're gonna go over at XXS, catch him. Somnus has blink in 5 seconds, and they're on him. Rules doesn't matter. XXS, he's been caught. They've got the Infernal Blade with the War Stomp coming out from Yang. XXS ends up dead. They look for a +1 with that blink from Somnus. They're not going to find anybody else, but then you get 2 kills there. And, well, Elephant again coming out on top.
XXS dying to XXism. They're, you know, just dropping low. I'm not sure if you use the glyph there, but it does not get better than this. 1 HP tower. I want to see if they want to deny it. No, they can still play around. It's gold for your own team.
I don't know why you wouldn't just deny it. Bork's just going to walk up and shoot it. Here we go. Didn't even need to use a Bush Shredder.
Easy goal.
Red Panda. He has
We've
been
seen that
caught
movie.
again. Yeah, this is Red Panda 7. The return of the panda.
Return of the
Yeah. All Asian panda happening there. Dun, dun, dun. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da.
Man, I have to rewatch Fu Panda, one of my
go.
favorite ones. Fillet dropped for the Aster, so that's gonna help out the supports to get their item.
There was, yeah, that fillet, and they haven't found anything yet on Elephant. FY really crossing his fingers. He's already got that point boost there.
He's committed.
He's quite farmed. Oh, they're looking for a camp that's not farmed.
Aster needs to strike. They need to go with the Radiance, which will be finished in their 400 gold. Before the BKBs are up, Eurus decided to go for Boots of Travel instead of a BKB. Might backfire if the next fight doesn't go too well. Somnus about to finish his BKB, needs 100 gold. Doom already has one. It's gonna be very hard for them to deal damage because they have no abilities that go through magic immunity. I'm actually very worried about the damage output from Aster.
I don't seem to be being enough just yet. Whip, Aqua. No fillet for FY. As that last one goes out for the Radiant Expand Brace. So, mixture of vampires and braces. Smoke up here from Elephant. No, just don't like that.
No, I'm just thinking about the French cookie, and I think they can get a kill.
Yeah, he is
right.
quite not going. He's already in with the insult. They'll pop the BKB. They've got the Sun on the Borax. They'll get the kill to the Snapfire. They took out his career too, so a little insult to injury there. They won't be able to catch Monet, but they are looking for the +1 of Lanham. Somnus has Blink available, but they don't catch him. At least not yet.
And this is also something that Lanham did. In one game I remember, playing a Batum, got the BKB. I believe he was in the Skyrat Mage, if I'm not mistaken, where he wanted to just get pulse off, does not want to get silenced. One tower gonna drop.
Yeah, Lanham wanted to deny that really bad. Walked up on it, hoping he could get a swing off. Dragon Scale, so now one more new available for the Dire side, and it's Provo, so no Philosopher's Stone here for Grimstroke, but he's only 1,700 gold away from the eggs. Just put it a little bit quicker.
Unfortunately, did not find it. We'll get that Aghanim Scepter in the next couple of minutes if they take a good fight. I feel Elephant should try to force a fight inside the pit with the next Dragonite ulti. It's a level system, have damage. Maybe they're waiting for a BKB to come online because Eurus decided to get Boots of Travel instead of a BKB.
I see next for the DK. Eurus going into that BKB. Gonna have these BKBs ready to go. And I'm stepping up off the high ground. And that was not where he wants to be. The Fox shot in the borrowed time gets popped. Mortimer's pieces BKB popping Yang. A walk forward, dream through onto a couple. On into they lose FY. This isn't exactly going well for the side of Elephant. They end up taking the first life out of the hands of the Wraith King. He'll be up once again. As they're trying to get more. Yang picking up, returning it. Tail gets thrown over in the second half. Eurus, the Exorcist second stun. They'll still get the kill on XXS. And a blink. Tail, you already lost your first life on Monet.
5 from Platinum. Eurus going in on Borax. This should be the kill.
Yeah. Exorcism doing so much.
They're not afraid to use Doom on Wraith King just to get the first life off him. They understand we're still tanky enough, and when they respawn, we can take the fight again. So big W for Elephant.
It didn't look amazing to start. They lost both their supports early on in this fight, and even without the supports, the 3 cores are so farmed that they can kind of handle this on their own. And like you said, they struggle to fight through these BKBs, and you can see just supports go down very quickly, neither of which buy back yet, and they get the first life out of the hands of this Wraith King. And there's not much DK can do. Fighting into the Exorcism really doesn't feel comfortable for Aster.
Aster will need to reset the fight, possibly with a Photic Shield, maybe like use one of the buybacks just to buy extra time, and then fight when VKBs are down. Because during the VKBs, they just have enough damage. You can see that they are focusing the supports, which is a correct idea. They are the most vulnerable ones. They don't have a single saving item, no Glimmer Cape, no Force Staff. They're just going very greedy, especially at Monet, going into that Aghanim Scepter.
Let's see. 1,100 gold. FY sitting pretty close to Borax, but he also has that Philosopher's Stone on the Snapfires. That's
gonna help
able
quite
to
a
keep
lot.
up.
He decided to go for Earn into Force Staff. Force Staff really good at just pushing people out of the potential trouble, most likely Dragonite, and then going into Spirit Vessel. They will also definitely need like a Glimmer Cape. There's a lot of from the item, just because a lot of greedy mids and safe laners, they don't want to buy a dust. If you take that to supports first, there's nothing to hype up, so it's be another Lanham deck. And they can go inside a bit. Exorcism is ready. It's a level 2 Exorcism. They know that Lanham bought back 50 seconds without him. Standard stuff whenever you're playing with the Death Prophet. You can take a fight near the Roche Pit, potentially kill 1 or 2 heroes, then just get just holding on to Exorcism to see if it needs the heat or not. But they definitely need the damage, just gotta speed it up.
So go for this Roche. And there, coming over from the side of Aster. Let this Aegis go into the hands of the Elephant.
No, TP rotation to the bottom.
And they also got FY out. So Aegis picked up Inkswell, maybe looking for the jump, but it's a little bit late. They're not going to find anybody with that. And they look over towards mid. Wraith King, well, he's caught. He's in some trouble. Monet on the runs. Got the Yules, but they don't want to follow up. They don't want to commit too far. Which is a little bit surprising considering they just picked up the 8.
Elephant needs the items, both Death Prophet and Doom, going for Shiva's Guard. I don't think it's necessary to get both of those. One is more than enough. Could be just a casual plate mill on Death Prophet, and she can decide to go for another item. As you mentioned, Dragonite already building AC. She will need to decide what she wants to go for.
Go Lotus Sword.
Could. Yeah. It's okay. I think you would want to prioritize something higher tier. Leave that your supports to buy it in this game. And
yeah. I'm just thinking plate mail wise. You've already.
Unless you casual plate. No, casual plate mail is fine. Just 10 armor. And now going into Kaya Sanj, which I really like.
Sanda's coming over and might catch Borax a little unsuspecting of this, but he does spot Eurus making the rotation with that ward. Borax juking him in the trees. Well done. And that's with everybody converging on his position. So it's kind of stabilized that 5k lead, even though they got the Aegis on the side of Elephant. Like, Wraith King's farming a lot. He's top of the net worth with Doom.
Aster understands their early timing is not as strong because the way Elephant going into earlier BKBs just to deal with the magical damage, and now you can see Puck understands what his job in this game is. Split push, get that Lincoln Sphere, boost of travel, be annoying on the side and delay as much as possible. Land him, we'll tank another game.
Yeah, taking this one. Shiva's on top of him. Phantom's Embrace to get the kill. The BKB's been popped by Monet. And this is just defensively to leave, so that first charge getting used to walk back to base.
It's not a deal using a BKB anymore. Since the recent changes, it's not a 10-second, it's a 9-second BKB, and it's a 6 minimum. So you pop it once, it's down to 8. You're like, I already used it, I don't mind popping it and dropping it down to 7.
Maybe that first one's the only one that feels about losing, but everything after that, yeah. Exorcism used, Glyph. Aster need to hold this high ground, but now they've got the blink as well as the sun out on a Monet. Blink's on him. And they're going to go and get the silence onto 2. They're still not following this up with anything more. They don't want to fight an Exorcism. They've made that mistake a couple times already. That Dark Portrait getting hit by those Mortimer's Kisses, but doesn't really quite mind them. So they hold out on the Exorcism.
Dark Portrait.
Well, Inksaw, the Dark Portrait. Wraith King getting chased by himself. So it looks a little weird to the water temple of Ocarina of Time.
So miss chance, overtime damage. If you have an Inksaw, you just don't have enough to kill the illusion, even though it takes 350 off the incoming damage. 1 minute until Aegis is gone.
So if Aster have that timing, which we've seen in the past, teams knowing the timings on the Aegis and jumping right on that number, maybe they can get a big turnaround here and start to even the game.
They could potentially go for a smoke play, but I would rather see them just chill. CK going to heart, it's gonna be done in a second, so he will be super tanky. Annoying also means that a lot of that exorcism damage will be soaked up by the illusions. Also Spirit Vessel done. Let's see if they have any big items coming out on 2 cores. Wraith King getting closer to AC, but definitely not gonna have it if they want to take a fight right now. Fuck with that Lincoln's. Going into Aghanim Scepter, which is a kind of a must.
They do get heart though on the CK though. That's a big item coming out, right?
The timing.
Just on this, in a good spot in the trees here. If they were to come up. Moving forward. DK aware of this. He'll pop the Elder Dragon form. And now we've got the Inkswell Dragon Tail getting around on the Monet. They've got the Lincolns popped already, and they get the first off out of his hands. The rest of the team isn't in exactly here, but they get the Dream Core down with Waiting Rip, but it's not going to be enough with the BKBs being popped by Elephant. They go to the backlines with the CK. They'll get the kill on it. Monet is too much for him to handle. They get the kill to the Wraith King, and they will lose this Abaddon, so it's a 2 for 2 so far. A lot expended in terms of Elder Dragon form, Exorcism. You also have pushed out a little bit with what you got.
Dragonite is not afraid of anyone in this game right now, so he can do whatever he wants. Max movement speed Dragonite, Inkswell on top of him, plus Bloodlust. He's pretty much the only one who benefits from the Bloodlust. In this game, there's still no Shard on Grimstroke, so it's gonna be even better. The Dispel mechanic, removing the minus armor, removing the Spirit Vessel, silences, a lot of stuff that can be potentially removed.
I guess the question becomes now, is Wraith King the one you, like, he's gonna eventually, if you can hold this game, start hitting harder and surviving, I would say. CK is the one taking out the support. He's going to the back lines, finding Fly, Reality Rip the Phantasm, getting the kill quickly. He's actually going into a second heart.
I'm not sure if he's gonna commit with the second heart. I would prefer some kind of damage, maybe even utility. I'm just thinking if Heaven's Halberd is good here. Dragonite will have a lot of life steal coming out from that Paladin sword. Now going into Satanic, the Dispel mechanic will be there. So that's another way of dispelling not just the silence, most importantly, if you don't have a BKB, it's about that Spirit Vessel charges that Snapfire's got. I don't know, I don't think I've seen CK go for 2 hearts.
Stacking the hearts. Some people don't even have one.
Yeah.
Away from the Dragon Tail. Monet moving forward. They've got Dream Coil out onto 3. Mortimer Kisses coming in. They're leashed up and holding still right now. I don't really care about the Mortimer's Kisses. Monet once again. The Dark Portrait coming in. They've got the Phantom's Embrace onto 2 of these heroes. And XXS, he moves and try and get the kill onto the support once more. Borax has been found. They've got the Doom out onto the CK. And they bring him down through this heart. With everybody around him, they sure can. And nobody here for the side of Aster as they already lost Lanham. They're going to lose XXS.
The tankier you get, the more Doom deals damage with his Infernal Blade. And just Shiva's Guard against the illusions, always gonna feel great. Producing the lifesteal from CK, from Wraith King. I don't think they have enough damage. Maybe they can hold potentially for, let's say, another 10 minutes until they get 2 more items. Like this second heart on CK, I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe some kind of a damage item will do much more.
We'll have to see.
If he wants to play assassin type of a game, I wouldn't mind seeing, I don't know, Shadowblade, the backlines, try to take out the Grimstroke so he can get the Dark Portrait off, and you can upgrade that later on into Silver Edge, break the Dragonite, or like Halberd that I talked about. I don't think it's that bad of an idea. And he changes the item build. We see Sanj into Scotty. It's okay.
I wanted to see 2 hearts. I'm always a fan of weird stacking items. If he wants to be an assassin, though, he does need a hidden blade. Unfortunately, that's not an item in this game. He can't be an assassin.
Chaos Assassin. Sounds good. Like, I love the name.
That'd be cool.
Chaos Assassin 666.
Ooh. I wonder if you... Ice Frog, we got an idea for a new hero here. I know you've been listening to all my great ideas this season.
How many did we add into the game?
Heroes or ideas?
Both.
I've added a lot of ideas. We've had some...
We need to filter some. I got it.
Well,
Got it.
95%.
95% were not added, and the other 5% still pending.
Still pending. I was told in a confirmation text message on Ventrilo that my ideas might get added.
They might. Most likely they won't, but one can only hope.
Like the Roche absorbing the rune you bring in after second Roche. If it's third Roche and you walk in with a double damage, Roche has double damage. He takes it away from you. I like that idea. It's kind of cool.
No, I'm just thinking that's really not bad. Is that your idea?
I think Black came up with it, or we were like bouncing it off each other. I don't want to steal it from him, so I'm just going to say it's fully his idea so I don't start, you know, taking ideas completely away from each other. But then we expanded on it the other day. Said if...
it should only work on double eye. If he picks up the regeneration rune...
Well, not the regen. He would get... But you get... Roche could absorb your auras or something. Or your passives. You bring your PA into the pit. Roche just coup de grace you and crits you.
He just becomes Morphling pretty much?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
Third or fourth Roche set starts.
Let's focus on the game.
Blink Dragon Tail with the ink, so they're going to go into a Monet. And they've got their attention right on him, so they're going to take the first life out of his hands immediately. They've got the Doom coming into the CK. They also have the Soul Bind. I'm not sure if that doomed up too, but they'll get the kill into the CK. They'll take out XXS. They've got their attention on the Borax, and Yang just runs them down. They got 2 kills, stuns out onto Lanham, make it a third, and they find Monet again. He does not have buyback.
This is game. They don't have enough damage. They actually did not manage to kill a single hero. Dragonite.
They call GG.
Well, yeah, they understand that they have no business in this game whatsoever. Elephant taking game number 1 pretty convincingly. Now looking back at the draft, This Dragonite pick actually did so much. You had the Death Prophet on the safe lane, Eurus was popping off, and the cores became too